The mainland is where a prosperous nation lives, and everything is here and everyone can avail everything there. The opportunity is given to all equally. There are two men and there is a world difference in the way the two of them live. However, these two were born in the same village, studied in the same school, and were raised similarly. But the thing which changed their fates was the National Special Level Exam. In this country it is your education which decides your future. Passing the exam means success in life and failing it means failing your entire life. That's why students get tuition in their early lives with great expenses, and the machines are also very expensive. Parents pay a lot of money to secure their children's future. Those who were born with intelligence were called L-type students. But passing the exam with your skills is also a thing. The artificial skin for cheating and the contact lenses which provide you with pictures. Of course, these materials are out of rules to use, but parents could do anything to make their children succeed. Such students with cheating skills are called C-type students. Now in the examination center, a C-type student was detected and filled with cheating material. He was thrown out like other cheaters and was expelled. Our two men also took the exam. One of them is an L-type student because he had worked hard his entire life. But the other one is C-type, who has worked hard on his cheating skills. He can copy the answers of the L-type, and whenever the other students try to stop him, he holds the skills to protect his L-type and kills them and is a master in his skill. They were like the essentials to each other. They didn't have any concerns if the world got ruined behind the room because it was a matter of their future. He lost his L-type friend but had to follow wisdom and strength because this was how he could get everything. This was the National Special Level Exam. Now in the present, a girl named Qiao Yi and a boy named Mu Ming teamed up to pass this test to save his father, who was wrongly imprisoned. Now a new generation of new skills is waiting for the exam, but be careful you don't have to follow such imaginations because this is not a reality. Now Qiao Yi wore the glasses and started the quiz. Mu Ming was happy and looking at her. June and Anri was also in the class, and they were also excited. Now all the students who had cheating gadgets started operating them, like one of them had a B camera and another had a mirror technique. Someone has a ball for cheating. Although everyone was using their cheating skill as much as possible, and that was free kingly amazing. But this was a special exam, so cheating couldn't go that smoothly. All the cheaters got their punishment, and when he tried to reach Qiao Yi, Mu Ming stopped it with a special technique called Shikatsu technique. It was an old technique. Mu Ming checked the room and came to know the security of it, but he was a genius with cheating skills, so he used his paper and blocked all the security. Now she had done her writing and showed her paper to him. He started zooming and writing, but suddenly got bitten by one of the bees from June because no one could pass the exam so easily while the others were struggling. So all the students started attacking Mu Ming because they also wanted to pass the exam anyhow. But our cheater was skilled, so he started resisting and protecting himself with his Shikatsu technique. He was amazing, and all the students were around him. They were about to attack him, but suddenly the examiner blocked them, and they could not move. Mu Ming was shocked, and it was the special technique of the examiner. The examiner told them that the time was about to finish, and they'd failed this exam. But June freed himself and tried to send his bees. Others also tried to attack, but the examiner was an old bug, so he denied it. June was disappointed because he wanted to send just one of his poisonous bees to him. Mu Ming got it, used his technique and freed himself. Mu Ming opened the security, but it was also useless. He was determined, so he started attacking him, and he was amazingly fast. Everyone was shocked, but they got him because one of the bees had reached him. When Mu Ming was attacking, June's bee got the time to attack, but the examiner told them that they had only a minute left, but that was enough for a pro cheater. Mu Ming copied the paper from Qiao Yi in less than a second, and they passed this exam. This was their first achievement, and Qiao Yi told him not to be so relaxed because they had to pass the final exams, and then they had to get his father, who was wrongly imprisoned. He was also determined to pass the exam, and they discussed a little about their motive. Suddenly he saw a beauty named Ryu, and he was amazed. Now Mu Ming was staring at Ryu, and suddenly their teacher named O told them about their next test, and it was a cold test. June tried to attack but froze, and the same for the others. Qiao Yi wore her glasses and got prepared for the writing, and Mu Ming used his technique to prevent freezing, and somehow, they passed it. Now they were enjoying their lunch, and she was serious about their missions, and he looked at her and tried to talk. Ryu was a beauty in the garden, and he was obsessed. Qiao Yi wasn't very interested in her, but Ryu said that she knew they were together, but Mu Ming denied it. Qiao Yi was trying to bully her and Mu Ming was stopping her. Ryu was very sweet and Qiao Yi was mad. June was also trying to peek, but Qiao Yi taught him a good lesson and Ryu was scared. But June was still after Qiao Yi because she was cute for him. But Qiao Yi wasn't interested in him. Suddenly there was an announcement for Ryu, and she was summoned to report. June again got the punch for being stupid, and Anri was also thinking that Ryu might be a C-type, and she got caught in the camera. Mu Ming went after Ryu and was peeking. The teacher said that Ryu was a cheater, and she was resisting, but O was also saying that she wasn't a cheater. But the examiner was sure because he had seen her doing something suspicious with her pen. The examiner took the pen and was about to break it when Mumei came and stopped him. Mumei said that Ryu was an L-type like him, and the examiner asked for a retest. They tried to stop him, but Ryu agreed, and the test started. She had the question paper and Kui said that the questions were more difficult than before and the examiner had taken her pen. But Mumei decided to return the pen anyhow and started fighting with the examiner. Time finished, and she had also done the paper. He went to give it, but she had already done it. The examiner was sure that she had failed it, but O checked it and she got full marks. Shockingly, now she showed them what was inside her pen. There was a picture of her parents inside the pen. Mumei also wanted the same pen as this and Kui firstly was happy, but he was a trash bag in reality. Now they had to pass another exam which was on the airplane, and they got their seats and took off. The examiner told them to wear glasses to see the questions and stop them from cheating. All the cheaters were thrown out of the plane and our masters were doing their paper. Mumei was trying to pick his glasses, but it was very difficult. He used his special technique and got it. They had finished the exam, but Jun also threw it out. He was angry now because it was just a system crash, but he passed. Because he wanted to enjoy his lust and had nothing of it, Kui came, and Jun tried to flirt with her, but she told him to stay away. Ryu came and Mumei went out of control, and when she tried to talk with Jun, he got angry and Mumei punched him. She thanked him for his help in getting out of the cheating blames and he was shy and happy at the same time. She asked what to do to thank him and he went lusty about her pen, and on asking he told her that he wanted a pen like her, and she asked to go on Sunday to buy a new one for him. She also asked Kui about joining them, but Mumei stopped her. Now they went to buy a pen, and when they reached at the shop it was a cafe. He got the naughty idea and suddenly got awakened by Kui and Ryu asking to enter. They went inside, and Rinu saw Mumei. He was obsessed with him and tried to approach him. Ryu said he wanted a pen and Rinu took him inside with himself. Kawai was also peeking, and Rinu was very close to him. He asked about his fondness for a pen and Mumei was embarrassed. Kui was trying to hear, but she was too shy to hear their talk because Rinu was very naughty. Mumei told him about his desire for a pen and Rinu opened his buttons and searched a pen according to his taste, and when Kui heard it she thought dirty. But Mumei refused and Rinu started showing him some other pens and Mumei wasn't satisfied. Suddenly he saw a pen and selected it. He went out and showed Ryu. Kui was peeking, and Rinu was looking at him with lusty eyes. Because Rinu and Mumei had linked with a red silk thread. Subscribe to our channel for the next updates and leave feedback in the comments section.